What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Mary Kay Cabot reveals something about Shedeur Sanders in practice that has some people that's following the program shaking their head, including myself. So we're going to get into this. So, Mary Kay Cabot, she's a beat writer. I think a lot of you that has been following Shedeur progress in Cleveland, you already know who Mary Kay Cabot is. But if you don't, she's a beat writer, longtime beat writer, sports writer for, and she follows the Cleveland Browns. And she's been in the game for a long time. So, we just saw, never mind what Joe Flacco just did. Never mind that. And I'm not surprised about what Joe Flacco did against the Steelers because you got to remember he's been in the league so long, and also he's an old veteran, and also he won a Super Bowl. So I'm not surprised at Joe Flacco performance. Now, I even said back then, why would they trade Joe Flacco? Because he's a veteran that the rookies could learn under, but they traded him. Okay. And then it leaves you guessing, like, what's up with Shedeur? And because Dylan is clearly not ready. He clearly isn't. Um, the deep ball is not there and everything else. This leads me to what Mary Kay Cabot said about Shedeur. You know what she said? I'm not gonna paraphrase anything. I'm gonna let you hear what Mary Kay Cabot had to say. So this is what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna let you hear it.
Watch very much of practice anymore, but in the short little brief period that I do get to watch him throw, he is throwing to the practice squad guys and the backup receivers in the early part of practice. We can see it, and his elite accuracy is always on display. And not only is it just accuracy, it's the fact that he has the kind of arm talent where he can vary the ball speed, he can throw it from different arm angles, he can do a lot of things to make it a catchable ball. And I think that goes a long way. If you talk to receivers, that's what they want. They want to be able to catch the football. And that really wasn't happening this season with Joe Flacco. There were so many drops. So I think that's going to be something that they can really capitalize on when Shedeur gets in there. The fact that he'll take something off of it. Sometimes he's accused of not having the strongest arm in the world. Part of that is because he will definitely lob it and, throw a softer pass if that's what's needed in certain situations. And he'll do whatever it takes to get it there. And that 74% accuracy, which was an FBS high, that's legit. That's not because he's, not throwing it away or he's not wanting to throw the Hail Mary or whatever the case may be. That is a legit statistic from what
Stefanski's.
All right. Let me just say this. We don't need her to say that his high completion percentage in football, college football, is legit. We already know it's legit. We don't need her to tell us that. We know it's legit. It's just the Browns don't. The Browns are doing what they're doing. Remember, Baker Mayfield couldn't even survive there. Johnny Football, it didn't work out there. They traded Joe Flacco. It's something with the organization. That's what it is. And at this point, I mean, should he even play? You know what I'm saying? Do they even deserve a talent like Shedeur? And I want to. So that's what Mary Kay Cabot said. She said that he has different. He varies how he throws. Okay, and we see that when he's in practice, when he be practicing with Darryl, they go over this stuff over and over again. At this point, is muscle memory for sure. Shedeur at this point is muscle memory. But the key thing is, she said he'll lob the ball. It depends on if the opportunity calls for it. If the situation calls for it, that's what Shedeur does. We all know this. We all know this from watching him. He was the number one draft pick. I don't care if he was in the 5th round. He was the number one draft pick. It was either him or Travis. And look, I'm gonna tell you something. Even with Travis, either team is not using him correctly. They're not using. Well, first of all, the Browns, they're not using him at all. And Jacksonville is not playing Travis with enough reps. They're just not. But let's get this video is about Shedeur. So the key point is she's saying that he's still showing at this juncture, he's still showing elite accuracy in practice. I know those veterans are mad. I know Jerry Jeudy is mad. I know Njoku is mad. But the thing is, they need to say something. And now I heard that the locker room is messed up. I heard Kevin Stefanski has lost that locker room. That's what I heard now. He lost the locker room. But my thing is, okay, he lost the locker room. That's all well said. He just, I guess we're just going to do what I want to do. And why should he get fired? Because I believe the owner is in cahoots with him. So do you really think he's going to get fired? His job is on the line? No, I don't think so. Um, then, but she said he's showing elite accuracy because now the practices are closed. But what little that the press still see to this day, what little that they see of practice, he's still showing elite arm accuracy. He's been doing that. He's not going to waver from that. He's been doing that at Colorado. It's just that these beat writers and people like Mary Kay, they're just now getting used to seeing Shedeur in practice. We've been seeing it. So this is nothing. He's been him. Okay, so that's it. So as of right now, guys, even though he's not playing and Dylan is doing what he's doing, Shedeur is still showing elite accuracy in practice. He's showing that he can get that ball down the field and do what he has to do. But at this point, they're still not playing him. So what is that telling you at this point if they're not playing him, guys? What is that telling you? It could be saying a lot of things. Now, let me just say what Marcellus Wiley said. Marcellus Wiley said he believes now that they're setting this up for him to come in. They're setting him for the grand appearance. He said this has to be a setup. He said, other than that, it doesn't make any sense. He said when they traded Joe Flacco, and you see what Joe Flacco is doing, Joe Flacco still can get it done. And I'm not surprised by it because he's an old veteran. Just like Aaron Rodgers. They're old veterans. They as long as they're healthy, they can get it done still. Tom Brady has proven that age, you can still get it done as long as you take care of your body. You can still get it done. So I'm not surprised with Joe Flacco, but Marcellus Wiley said he believes that this is a play, a grand play for Shedeur to get in. Okay, well, they getting ready to mess up the season though. So they should have put him in last week. I don't think it's a grand play to set up for Shedeur. I think they're just messing with him still. That's what I think. I think they're still messing with him still. And he said it's a grand thing for him to come in and all eyes will be on that team and they'll start winning and it's turned into a movie. I don't think so at this point. Listen, if you want to compete, it's hard to win in the NFL. You have to put your best players on the field. Okay. You have to put your best players on the field. And like I said, guys, you seen what he did with Travis Hunter. Imagine what he's gonna do with Njoku and Jerry Judy and Isaiah Bond and the running back and all and the whole crew. Imagine what Shedeur will do. But I don't know, man. Kevin Stefanski is up to him, man. That's all I got to say with it. What say you? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.